What is up, legends? We are back and HypeWatch. It's been a very good week. You guys know that we've been doing Hype Check. Hype Check has got well received. I knew fans were gonna like it, but what I didn't know is that companies like it. Like, I've gotten so much stuff this week and things to do as far as the coverage and stuff for next week. I got videos planned already next week, and like I'm not gonna start doing them right now, but like it's crazy right now. Like, I have no shortage of stuff to do now. I did not expect that. This is a very thankful and unexpected turn of events as far as me doing Hype Check as what that actually caused. So thanks to the companies, and we're just gonna get right into HypeWatch. So very first game, and I'm gonna actually explain the difference between Hype Check and HypeWatch at the end, because I need a little bit of time to actually explain that. But Checkmate Showdown, this might be the hype of the week right here. Now, this is obviously like a chess-like game, but you get to actually fight out the stuff like one-on-one. So like you're playing chess, but then you end up playing things and doing stuff along the lines of like actually playing a fighting game, like FGC type of stuff, and it's kind of amazing. Oh, this is live. Okay, I thought this was being like a replay. I can't even cut that off like that. All right, but this is amazing. Like it's just an amazing game and an amazing idea. Because not too many people are fans of chess, obviously, but to actually make a fighting game and like, competitive, like queen versus the rook and stuff like this, and you actually have a chance to actually overtake. Like, if you're good at fighting games, and like even if your piece is weak, you might actually catch a dub because you're good at fighting games. Like that, I think this is a crazy good idea for a game. You can play a demo right now. It's gonna come out November 15th, so we're gonna be all on that. But you can play a demo right now if you want to play a demo and hop into it and have some fun. Next up is Stop Dead, another cool looking game, as you guys can see. This is a platformer, and it is early access right now, only $10.49, $10.49. There's some hype on this as well, because there's been quite a few games out here like this that have come, and they're not big budget games, but they're fun. Like overall, and this is along those lines. So if you're looking for something else just to mess around with, that you can get into, you might want to hop onto this. Rogue Games actually is not bad as well. So Rogue Games actually is the publisher, but the developer is Grisnap. But Rogue Games has a good rep, so might be something that you can hop in on and mess around with. Next up, we have Slime 3K Rise Against the D-Spot. So you actually have the demo that you can actually try right now. This is a Next Fest game. Obviously, Next Fest is coming soon. It's another one of those games where it's like roguelike. I've been kind of feeling the roguelike genre lately, because they have been making some really good content. Like, well, not they, but companies have been making some really good content. So you're just like having some fun. Like, this looks like it's gonna be fun too. I don't know what that explosion was. That was interesting. But it's definitely something that I'm gonna try, and putting it out there for you guys. I know some of you guys on the channel like messing around with this as well. It's pretty fun. Next up is Shadows of Doubt. This one, as you can see, early access right now. This was brought to my attention. It's been around for a little while, but I like, if you guys remember, I mentioned Maniac Mansion a lot, and that's a thriller, and you need to figure out things like that. I don't think there's ever going to be a game like that. It's one of my favorite games growing up. I used to play that all the time, trying to find all the secrets and that, what I could get away with playing the game. Like, I even recently, like a month or two ago, played it and beat it again. It was like I was playing it back when I was like 10. And I just remembered everything like right away. It was really weird and kind of scary, because I just knew what to do. When I was younger, I must have beat that game. I must have beat that game at least 10 or more times when I was 10. So it all came back to me, and this is another one kind of like that. It has a lot of immersion. It has like more immersion than Cyberpunk. I have the new Cyberpunk and I haven't even started it yet. I'm probably gonna start it this weekend though. But yeah, so definitely try this one out. It's gonna be pretty amazing, and I actually am gonna get it. This is not something that they didn't provide me a key or anything else like this. I'm just gonna pick it up. It's only $20, so I can just swipe and pick it up, and hopefully it'd be something that I can just go ahead and mess around with. So on the mobile side, for the waifus, because we have waifus on the channel, we have What in the Hell Is So Bad. Now, see, the thing is about this game, obviously this is a husbando game for the waifus. And the problem what that happens with these games is they go heavy on the husbando. Like even more like literally like super heavy. Like you seeing chest all out the place, like, and everybody oiled up. Look at them 4 characters. Like every single one of them just took a bath in oil and bath bomb and decided to pose. That's like every character right now. And that, like, it's weird that as men we look at that and like, bro, can we get some gameplay? But the waifu games like Destiny Child and all the rest of the type of games, like Blue Archive, bro, they ain't got no gameplay. It's just butt and titty everywhere. So we really got no like it's like we have nothing to say. It's not fair. It's just not fair at the end of the day. We not realistic. And people are bombing it right now because it's just straight up husbando bait and stuff like this. This is no different from any of the waifu games. Like that is really like, it's a really kind of like two-faced and approach to all this, the way people are review bombing this, because it's literally no different from those games. Like it straight up isn't. It's just straight up obviously like you trying to get husbandos and stuff like this. Like Miho got a game like it too, same type of thing, no gameplay, and that is just straight up how can you get the men to moan? And for some reason that turns women on. Like if you tell a girl that you gonna moan for her as a male, they all like, what? You gonna hello? Can I marry you? Like, I'm not kidding. I wish I was kidding. I'm just not. Like it's weird. I be looking at my women friends like, y'all like don't look at me. Impulse Battle of Legends right here, next game up. We gonna not talk about that no more, because you just don't want to be on that side of the internet to even understand how that makes sense. This is a pretty typical easy game to kind of like get into. It is up and available right now. Just recently came out, and it's pretty much an RPG manager, if we're being real. Very vibrant colors and characters and everything else like this. I just want to put it out there because it is global and out right now. So, hop into it if you wish. Gun Spectre, this is a very cheap game right now at $3. But people are saying that it's a lot of fun. It's very retro, makes you feel like one of those Nintendo games, like Gunstar Heroes and Guardian Legends and stuff like that. I might pick it up just to pick, like take it out. It's a mobile game, so it's gonna have a limit to how in depth it is, but I've been hearing that this one is actually pretty cool. So on the channel, next up is Nine Nights. This is also a cheap game just recently pushed out, and this is kind of like Ninja Gaiden, as you guys can see right here. The 3D Ninja Gaiden, not the Nintendo 2D Ninja Gaiden. And this is also getting some props, and people saying that it's actually pretty good. So up on the channel, might be something that you want to pick up. Again, 3D on mobile doesn't always run that great, so buyer beware. Next up, before we get to the last two, is I Want to Be a Mage. Also just recently out on global right now. This is very retro, feels like Final Fantasy and the original Phantasy Star, not what Phantasy Star is now, like the first ones. Like the first Phantasy Stars was kind of like lit. It had a pretty cool story. I liked it anyway. But this is up here right now if you want to download it and try it out. Party Animals. I watched a few people play this, and not really for me, but I see the appeal. He got wrecked. I see the appeal, and all of it is definitely amusing. It's kind of like a battle royale type of knock people out, and it's like the puppet types, and people just be rolling. If I look at he about to, what is happening right there? That was damn. So it's actually a pretty fun game. So if you want to try it out, it is on mobile and PC as well. So check it out. Might be something that you like. And last but certainly not least is Black Moon. Now this is the SCT version of it. So SEA version. I'm sorry, CBT. SEA CBT version of this game. This is pretty much. I'm gonna put it in. If you ever played Closers, this is like Closers. I have put this on the channel before. It was actually kind of amazing. The characters was amazing. It doesn't appear that all the characters that was in the scene version are currently present right now in this version. But like I said, this is the SEA version. You are going to need a VPN to actually even get it to show up on the Play Store. So just putting it out there. Me as a global person, I could not get it to show up, but it did show up as a SEA. What? Who is this? She kind of cute though. My mix. I don't even know who this is. All right. So that must be something I looked at it like a long time ago. I don't know who that is. But here you go. Google Play, App Store, play on PC. None of these work right now. Just to let you guys know, because obviously this is the SEA and stuff like this. They ain't gonna they look like they're gonna have the sponsorship, so you're gonna be able to play it on emulators, but you can't right now, obviously, because it's just CBT. But this is definitely a cool game as far as like the gameplay if you're into this type of stuff. And so just hop in and play it. So that's all the hype that we have for the week. And I figured that this was a very good one to have as like the major hype of the week, because it's a cool game, a very good one that and we don't have many good games coming right now. There's literally like maybe 1 or 2 a month, and I'm not kidding, 1 or 2 a month that come now. That's just the way the industry is. The industry is just dead. Like I remember people was like, it ain't dead, you just saying that, you just hating on certain. No, it's dead, bro. Like we had a meeting, dog. Like there was actually an industry meeting talking about how Gacha is dead. Like the money is dead. Like it's not something that I just decided to hate on Gacha. Like they made me a lot of money, basically like 6-figure money over the past like 5-6 years. Like I don't want it to be dead. It just is. Like if I could save all of it, I would, because I would be making more money. But there's nothing I can do about it. I can't do it alone. I can't make the games or the game companies make better games. They gotta make better games. They went to the well too much on the AFK and the idle games and thought that everybody was gonna be AFK Arena, and that literally with the combination of the pandemic crashed mobile. It just crashed the mobile market. It 100% did. Like it was the biggest mistake, and I was saying it from jump. And people were so mad at me when I was saying y'all can't be out here with and gassing up pre-con and thinking everybody gonna be pre-con. I was like, that's not gonna work. The minute that game got hype, I was saying that before anybody else was. Like people were all saying it now creators is like, oh, we don't like Idle no more, when they were effing sure riding it into the ground. Like, and I was the one person saying this is not gonna work out for everybody. Do not, like, AFK in the pre-con is gonna be the end of all of this, and that's exactly what the hell happened. That now I ain't trying to hear nobody trying to jump on that bandwagon right now, because I got the video receipts. I don't hear no other creators trying to be like they was. No, you was not. No, you was not. I'm not even hearing that. I'm not at all. Like I 100% knew that this was gonna happen, because it was cheap content, and the games were cheap, and people didn't like it when it was getting popular. Only the casuals liked it, because it was allowing casuals to win and not have to do any damn thing. That's the reason why those games became popular, is because it allowed everybody who just didn't want to have any type of gamer skill to suddenly be winning. And Granted, I'm happy for people like that, but that's not very, as you can see, useful to the community as a whole, because all that did was crash everything. Because it got to the point where everybody started doing stuff like that, and then consumer confidence went down. And one thing that I try to explain to everybody about consumer confidence is that is actually a thing in gaming too. When you lose consumer confidence, it's like a ripple effect, because that means companies invest less. Now, think of yourself as an investor. When you notice that the consumer confidence is down, that means that your money is going to mean less if you invest in something. So if you're an investor and you got $1 million and you know consumer confidence is down, this is just straight up stock market 101, by the way. And most people who know the stock market, and a lot of you guys probably, you're even in school for it right now, you know that you're not going to invest in something that if you have $1 million and you invest in it, you have $700K now because you invested in it. You're just not going to do it. And that's what happened in gaming. Investors started to say, okay, consumer confidence is down. We're not investing because your game ain't worth shit now. So that means less games are being made. That means less money was being put into gaming things. That means that current games that needed investors can't get investors, and now their money that they currently have means less, on top of rising server costs and rising costs and actually making the game, which is why you have a record number of EOS and games just being shut down in like the past 3 or 4 years in gaming, because there's not enough money in the market to actually facilitate all of that. Again, that's all ripple effect. That's all of that starts from consumer confidence going down, basically, in the industry. So when I say things like the gacha industry is dead right now, that's the reason why. Because nobody has any confidence in the games going forward, which is why games come out and last 1 or 2 weeks. There's no confidence that they're going to make any money, so investors aren't investing. If the investors aren't investing, the company can't pay for it. And then what that essentially does is it has an effect on YouTubing, which, yes, it does, because that now means that if I do a video on a game on YouTube, it doesn't have CPM because there's no marketing for it. There's no company actually saying, okay, I want to put my commercials on this game. Like if Black Moon comes out and if there's no investor confidence in Black Moon, that means there's no CPM, which means a YouTuber do a video and see that they're getting like $1 per 1,000 on the video. They're not going to do another video because that's not worth it for the YouTuber. Like, you're not making any money. So now there's no YouTube coverage for the game either, which is just death. That's it. It's over. The game is going to be done in like a week or two. And that is what has that is what's religiously played out now in the past 2 or 3 years in Gacha. I just explained it to you. And like you'll have somebody come in. Well, like it's popular with fans, and I need to let you guys know right now that a game being popular with fans don't mean a goddamn thing. It means nothing, because unless those fans are paying the server bill, it's gonna die and it's gonna be over. I had to explain that to somebody in Discord because they was like, oh, the game is popular, it has a community. That don't mean nothing. The community ain't paying the bills. It's not. It's just not. It's just really not. What's paying the bills is if they have commercial support, they have consumer confidence, if they have creators actually, putting the game out there on Twitch and YouTube, so more and more people will come in and actually want to spend and top up, which is why Mahio probably will never die, because it has all of that, including consumer confidence. Look at the stock for Mahio right now. They have investors, they have commercials, they have, when I make a Genshin video, I'll get 500 views on a Genshin video and it'd be worth $40. I'm not kidding. And the reason is because everybody wants to put a commercial on a Mahio game. But not everybody is gonna have that type of stuff, because like they out there making idle stuff, and then now idle is stigmatized because everybody knows that you make an idle game, is like, oh, it's an idle game, dead. That's dead in one day, like dead on arrival in one day. So that means no commercials. That means content creators ain't gonna do it, because I'm not. It's gonna go a HypeWatch or a Hype Check, but I'm not doing a video on it. you may have like some people like hanging out, like they trying to hang on with that Tower of God ish, but I'm telling y'all now that that's dead now. Like people gonna be hanging on to it. They got a community and stuff like this, but they got no consumer confidence and they has no CPM whatsoever. Because because companies know that it's an idle game. That's why I said the minute that a company says, "Hey, look at our idle game," I'm like, "Oh, brother, like, why would you?" Like, just don't put idle in your title. Companies, just don't. Like, you're done the minute that you do that. You might as well just say EOS. It might as well just be called whatever the game is, EOS. Just change idle to EOS because that's what it's synonymous with now. That's what you determine not to make money the minute that you make an idle game at this point. So that is all I got for you guys right now. As far as the difference between HypeCheck and HypeWatch, HypeCheck is the news that is currently relevant to that particular day. So when something comes out in that day and I get an email in the morning, that's what I will talk about to the day in HypeCheck. And not on Friday and Saturday because news just pretty much dies out on that, except for like Ever Crisis because Square just don't have weekends, I guess. Outside that, there's really not much to talk about on Friday and Saturday. So no HypeCheck for those particular days, and HypeWatch is Sunday because that's just the hype of the week where we talk about the really big stuff that happened. And just kind of like get you in on that and make sure that if there's anything really major that you need to know about, whether it be PC, FGC, or like mobile, then you're in on it. And then, yeah. So that is the difference between both because somebody asks, like, well, you're just doing HypeWatch every day. And I was like, no, I'm not doing HypeWatch every day. HypeWatch was always different because HypeWatch is just the hype of the week and HypeCheck is the hype of the day. I guess I could call it hype of the day, but there's already somebody making a series called Hype of the Day. And there was something called Vibe Check because this used to be called Vibe Check, but somebody's already doing that. So I don't want to copy other people's stuff, so I just made it Hype Check. And that's that because I don't dick ride. You will not catch me lacking on this channel dick riding anybody. So that is that. I will catch you guys next video. Peace.